Thank you.
Well,
Let's go right here.
all right.
Attention passengers, this is a reminder that the Take Flight podcast will begin boarding in 20 minutes. Please gather your thoughts, secure your mindset, and prepare for elevation.
Welcome to the Take Flight podcast, where self-care is your passport, self-love is your carry-on, and purpose is the destination. We're your hosts. I'm Paris,
And it's your boy, Spee.
and we're back with part 2 of Dating with a Purpose in 2026.
What's poppin', man? Look, part 2. See, we was rocking with part 1, so now we're gonna do part 2 because we feel like dating is what majority of the people can relate to. So we have to run this back one time. In this particular episode, we're gonna talk about kind of give scenarios and how we would handle those things so that it can give you guys a perspective if you actually go through the same scenarios that we mentioned. You know what I'm saying? Pretty short episode, but it'll be very interesting to see what each other say.
Yeah, especially from the viewpoints of a guy, a male, a female perspectives, and also the perspectives of someone that is single and is someone that is in a relationship.
That's me. But yeah, man, I'm gonna start it off. We're gonna get straight to it. I'm gonna hit you with a gut. Well, you gut quencher.
We'll see. I'm ready.
Okay. Scenario number 1, right here. You've been together with this guy for 10 years. Married, 3 kids, everything going fine. And then one day, he gets in a bad car accident and he's forever paralyzed. Are you gonna stay with him?
Yeah. That is not a reason to leave somebody, especially when you have something already built. You in love, you got the family, you have the foundation set, you built, you got the kids. Why would you leave? Would you?
It's a question to you. No, but no, but I've never been a person that cared about disabilities and stuff like that. So it's a little different for me. I have a little bit more loving heart than the average person. So a lot of people would leave. I feel like a lot of people would leave, not because they didn't love the person no more, because it's just hard.
Yeah, I will say it is hard. Speaking of a past experience, I was with someone who tore their Achilles, and in this relationship, we were living together, and when that happened, I personally felt that was a great time for me to show how great of a person that I can be, just stepping up more to the plate and supporting them during that time. Because when you go through situations and accidents, you can fall into this place as to how did I get here and why did this happen to me. And it's great to have the support system to get you through that. Not only mentally is it hard for you, but you're going through pain as well. And I think that's a great way to step in and to alleviate duties, stress, and make it a safe and a fun place to be. And that's exactly what I did. And honestly, I feel like time went by really quick. During that time, I set the PlayStation in our bedroom so that they didn't have to get up and go nowhere. They could just play the game from the room. When they had to go to the bathroom, I was right there by their side. Luckily, during this time, I was working from home. So I was just getting them up, taking them to the shower, helping them in, and even during those times, I'm joking about it and making it a fun time, in a sense of a place where you just can't wait to get over that situation.
I'll say Achilles a little bit different than paralyzed, but
I mean, either way it go, it's an injury and you have to deal with it. I mean, I will say the difference is with when you're paralyzed, a lot of times, more often than not, you may not be able to bounce back from it. But I still feel that's not a way to leave. Now, I ain't gonna hold you. Now, what was that Tyler Perry movie? When he was treating her like crap.
All by myself. I think it's
Yeah.
Diary of a Mad Black Woman.
Yes, like Diary of a Mad Black Woman. If my man is treating me like that, oh yeah, she had all the reason to do what she had done. But if your man has supported you along the way, it's no reason to change the outcome now.
Okay.
All right, moving on.
Let's get it.
So the next question that I have, which I have for you. So I know you have a lot of values when it comes to God, religion, and really setting that foundation in your relationship. What they say is that you should abstain. Did I say that right? That word right? You should abstain from sex until you're married. So what would you do if you do that, and once you're married, you realize that the sex is trash?
It's so different for me because I'm a man. I always try to please, so I get pleased by me pleasing you.
But it's trash. So I mean, you're not going to be able to get pleased because you don't know it's pleasing them.
Like, I don't even know how that would work because it's like, how is it trash? Like,
so let's say, I won't get into the specifics, but you're just not getting turned on. You're not getting aroused. Well, you're just not feeling it.
Well, I get aroused from the looks. So, I've probably already at least seen her figure, at least. Mm-hmm. And that is enough to turn me on. As far as like when I actually do it, I couldn't imagine it being like, I don't know. I ain't gonna.
So I would say, think of it this way.
If something is trash, it's because I don't like you.
Okay, really so let's say, so have you ever been with someone and it wasn't compatible?
Yeah.
Now take that and imagine
that was horrible.
You didn't have that feeling or realize that until now you married to this person. Y'all signed on the dotted line. Y'all got the rings. Y'all got the commitment. Y'all said the vows.
Man, I don't know. I feel like it's something you can grow into.
Sure.
It was just like, it was like when I did it, it was like a one-time thing. So it was like, man, I was so mad. Man, that was a crazy experience because usually I'm never mad about that stuff. Like, but that one person made me so mad. I didn't really care about it, you know what I'm saying? Like, I brushed it off. She was still cool with me. But I feel like, I feel like you have to learn somebody. Everybody's body is different, so, but if it was trash, like, I ain't even, like, get aroused, I usually would know that before marriage.
But you really wouldn't know until it's that time.
Well, like I said, I get turned on by your body. If your body is good, then everything else is going to work out perfectly.
Okay, if you say so. So that goes into my next part of my question. How important is sex compatibility when it comes to dating?
For women, is everything. For a man, I'm not. Man, y'all don't. I get around, right? And so, sex to me is like losing its value the more I get older. And plus, I'm getting older, and like it's statistically proven, like a man that's like within is like 25, 35. We've already started to reach our peak, and then women catch their sex drive at like 35 and later. I'm like, that's weird, because that's when our body starts to, we don't last as long anymore, and a whole bunch of different stuff. If you take care of yourself, you can do some stuff, but it's not that serious because I feel like I've done it way too much.
Okay.
Where it kind of brings out stuff that it's not that important to me. You got to be compatible with me in the spirit, then everything else can work out. So. Okay,
well that's good for you. I'm happy for you.
Like I said, you ain't gonna. Hey, women, man, it's gonna be ugly for you. So. Let me get you again. Let me see. Okay. Well, I got another one for you. Scenario number 2.
Okay.
Y'all been together for 10 years. Y'all been trying and trying. And, you go to the doctor and realize that he cannot have kids. Is that a deal breaker for you?
No, it's not a deal breaker for me. Honestly, I'm in a space in my life where I'm not even sure if I want to have kids. But like, just hypothetically speaking, let's say that I do. This was something that we planned when we got married. Hey, we're gonna get married. We're gonna start having kids. I would not allow that to break my relationship because there's alternative ways to having kids. I know during something like that, just hearing some type of news can be really devastating to them. And it's even important for me to step up to the plate and be even more supportive to let them know that that situation is not going to come between our marriage or our relationship. It's important to always support your spouse, your partner, especially in situations where it's out of their control. That's literally something that God has brought onto life into that person and purpose, and it's important for you to be able to maneuver through that together and using those types of situations to build strength, to build foundation, and to come together, because things like that can ruin relationships, especially when there is a person who really wants to have kids and the other person can't, and they want to have it a certain type of way. But you can't be selfish, because when you get married, it's to become one. And when you're one, you have to work through it together in the way that you guys have in control, and really only focus in on what you can change. And in those situations, you can only really change the outcome of, okay, are we going to go adopt a kid? Are we going to do a surrogate? And what other types of ways in science can come evolved. But no, that's not a deal breaker.
Cool. Likewise. Man, I used to get on people that didn't want to have kids in their life. I remember I used to be like, that's your purpose. What are you doing? And now that I'm like, I hit 30 this year, and it's just like, I still got so much to do. Maybe because I feel like I haven't found, obviously I'm taking it right now, but it's like, we still got a lot of work to do. So then maybe my mind would change. Mm-hmm. Obviously she's definitely not ready for one. She's already told me that. So, I mean, I don't think it'd be a deal breaker. I feel like I'll be all right. I feel like I'll be all right because, like I said, I'm almost 30.
Right.
I feel like if I was going to have kids, it should have been earlier.
In 20s, yeah. I feel like now just having the freedom.
Maybe, yeah.
Like the freedom that I have without having kids is something that I know that I'm not ready to give up. And also too, I have like this fear of becoming a baby mama. I don't know what it is, but I just never want to go that route because I know it's just challenging, because when you have a child, you really have to deal with that other person for the rest of your life, because your child, the goal is for your child to live longer than you. And that's just, I don't know, man. Like that's hard for me.
I definitely feel that. Luckily I grew up in a 2-parent household. Had both my parents, they were there. So, but they had me at 36. So, I feel like the only reason I feel like it was kind of late is because now it's like I'm almost getting to the point where I can start helping them. Mm-hmm. But now they're already older. Mm-hmm. And it's like they feel like their time is up. Mm-hmm. They're probably 45, 50. They be like, okay, we'll wait on you to get big and get famous. But now it's like, man, we trying to hurry up, get famous, because we getting there. We ain't gonna be able to even enjoy it.
But I will say though, the thing that I will say I would want kids for is, as I get older, to be able to have my kids to take care of me. And granted, not all kids even want to take care of their parents, right. But I know that it's great to be able to raise your kids to the best of your ability, set them up so when they become of age and you're older and you are just at an age where you can't take care of yourself, that your kids can step up to the plate and love you and be there for you and make sure that, you know, things are taken care of for you when you can't do it for yourself.
You know, and that's why I'm gonna teach my kid right. You know, because that's what the Bible say. The Bible is, God expects us to, you know, once our parents are getting older, they expect the kids to come and help the parents. You see that all throughout the Bible, you know, with Joseph and his kids, and Isaac and his kids. He had 12 of them. You know what I'm saying? So he like, y'all better help me a little bit, dang, until I die. You feel me? So that's the purpose. We help each other, you know. And then, like I said, you also have, you know, when it comes, well, I ain't gonna even get into that because it's about kids. But the church is supposed to help you too if you're into church when you get older, as well. So.
And also too in the Bible it says as parents we're supposed to leave an inheritance to our kids, to our children. And that's another thing for me too. Like I always say, like I want to be at a stage in my life if I do decide to have kids where I don't have to work, because I want to be that mom that's there when my kid take their first steps. I'm going to all their sports games and I'm not having to worry about going to a 9 to 5 and having to balance that with being a parent. And speaking of that, what are your thoughts on having children and balancing your relationship? Because I'm in a lot of like groups, and one in particular is a marriage group, and what I've noticed a trend, and I'm just so sad to see it, is that when women get pregnant and women have their first baby, especially like right when marriage begins, the relationship crashes, and I'm trying to figure out why.
So repeat that you want me to like answer again. My bad.
Yeah, so in the sense of why do you think that happens where
it was going well, and then the kid comes, and then it goes downhill?
Yeah.
Well, especially within those first year, women, you know, they go through their, what you call them, postpartum.
Okay, yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Where it's enraged, you know, they get enraged and all this extra stuff that men is like, huh? Right? And then 9 times out of 10, a man is going to try his best to take care of the family. So we have stress from both ends. Now we're working twice as hard because we're already taking care of you. Now we got to take care of you and the kid. And that's a lot of stress. Then you're at home and you get to the point where you feel like you can't help out no more because you got to watch the kid. Which you're helping out, obviously you're watching the kid. But, you know, some women, we're in that era where like I want to work, or at least I want to be a benefit to him, because if I'm not a benefit to him, then he probably
I'm a liability.
He's a lot. Yeah, and then he'll probably find somebody else to do this. It's like it's a lot of feelings going on because, you know, it's crazy. That's a dynamic that, you know, marriages have to talk about. So I feel like a guy always has to, you know, obviously reinsurance with, you know, words and stuff like that, help out, and then, you know, allow the wife to have free time for herself, you know, and, you know, put her onto some, you know, home hobbies.
Yeah.
You feel like she's doing something, because that's what they always did back in the day. Like, I hate when the people say like women didn't work back in the day. Yes, they did. They just did different jobs. They wasn't like going to a 9 to 5, but they would make perfume. They would
make jewelry,
knit, things that we need, you know, cook, things like that. They were actually making food, you know, vegetables and stuff like that, and farms and stuff like that. So that's what they were doing while we were building stuff. You know what I'm saying? So they did their part, and that women want to do their part. I mean, this ain't something new. Like people feel like the feminist movement makes women like they want to work now and take our jobs. They've been working. Like it's not nothing new. So
okay, I like that viewpoint.
Yeah.
Is it my turn to ask the question or you?
That wasn't your question?
I don't remember.
I thought that was your same question about the marriage.
Yeah, I think it was just a question that kind of just trickled down to other questions.
That's fine. Yeah. So you can ask your second scenario.
Okay. So my next situation is, so let's say you have been in relationships, now how you said in the last episode that you would rather be with 5 women in 5 years, right? Within that, you would think that those relationships are not working because you're going to another relationship each year.
I don't think like that, because you're only focused on that one relationship.
But it ends that year.
Yeah, because things just be like, it's like I feel like you're like crazy if you like see red flags in that first year, and then you keep going, and then y'all still end.
I mean, that's your viewpoint, but what I'm saying is, so let's say you're giving these relationships a chance and it's only lasting a year, but you're noticing within you reflect. You're reflecting on these women and you're like, dang, why are none of my relationships lasting longer than a year? And you realizing that you're attracting the same type of person. How do you break that?
Change who you are. Gotta change who you are, you know? And like really set boundaries for yourself.
And how do you know what you need to change about yourself?
I feel like people know. Look at the women you dealing with. They probably doing the same thing. Okay, let's look at it. They all smoke weed. They all don't like God like that. Like I said, everybody love God, right? A little bit. They don't love it like that, right? So they already let you. That's the biggest red flag. You can throw everything else away. You have sex too early. So if you're doing this with all 3 or 5, you need to stop doing all 5 of those things. I named 3. You need to stop doing those 3 things. Stop having sex so early. Stop being with women that are not on fire about God, and stop being with smokers or drinkers. I'm gonna say drinkers because I feel like drinking is a little bit more. They get a little bit more chaotic when there's a person that's always drinking. That's usually tied to some other social, psychology type stuff, psychological type stuff. So break those 3. Look at who the type of women they are. Change those 3. I can name a 4th one. They dress provocatively. Okay. Well, let me stop dealing with women that dress provocatively. Where did I meet them at? Online. Let me get off online. If I change those 5 things, I might get different results. You feel me? So that's how I go about it.
Yeah, I would say in that type of situation, it's important to start reflecting internally who you are and loving on you, because a lot of times you are settling for someone when you don't respect yourself. So you have to figure out how to respect yourself more, and setting what is it called when you set the bar? Like you set standards. Okay. You set standards for the type of people that you're willing to bring into your life and the type of people that you will not settle for, and being able to walk away when you're noticing that those people are carrying those characteristics. Because my next question, do you believe at love at first sight?
Sure. We're going to see how well that goes. I mean, you can love them. You might get lucky. But you can't. I mean, you can love somebody at first sight, but I don't want to say too much. Nah.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't believe at love.
Infatuation. You're just infatuated with that person.
Same.
You don't love that person.
I call it lust at first sight.
I look at it a little different. It depends on what the first sight. Now, I'm not gonna look at you like I love her. Now, if I talk to you within if we was talking for like 10 minutes and I'm like, dang, I love this conversation right now. And then I also have like a different mindset towards love. My love is kind of like, that's why I'm not even gonna sugarcoat. It's less. It's less. You know what I'm saying? My love I have for the women I date is a little bit different. Like, I always tell my the woman I'm dating, like, I don't get my love from you. God, I get my peace from God. So you can't take away my peace. You can maybe increase it a little bit, but I'm already at peace. When it comes to love, my duty is to love you no matter what you bring to the table. But the problem is, can you love me the same way? And that's where it is. People are not really rooted in God, so they'll never love me the same way that I love them. You know what I'm saying? Because as long as you ain't cheating on me, and to be honest with you, you could probably get away with it because that's how much I love you. You know what I'm saying? Hope not. Hope don't do that. But That's the type of love I have, because I know humans are slow, right? If you know a person is slow, then you don't get mad when they do slow things.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? That's how I look at it. I always say we have Down syndrome, and that's SIN drone. We all love to sin differently in our relationships. So I don't even get, you don't get mad at a person that get Down syndrome. So why would I get mad at you when you have a sin problem? Like I have a sin problem. So don't get mad at me. Now there's levels to it. You don't just let things just keep going, obviously. But that's within your wisdom. That's between you and God when you want to break it off. But keep trying, because you can understand them. That's probably the first thing when it comes to love, is understanding the person.
Yeah, I feel like you have to understand that person to love them. I would say, like, love for me, if I had to define love is a feeling that I know I care for you. I know that you care for me, that you support me, that I support you, that I want the best for you and you want the best for me. That's love. And I feel like there's a difference of having love for someone and being in love with someone. For me, when I'm in love with someone, it's an infatuation, but it's a healthy infatuation in a sense of, I just love being around you. I love the way you smell, the way you look, the way you treat me, the way that our time is spent together, where I feel as though I'm just in such a great place that I'm just a great version of myself. I feel as though when you're in love with someone, they should bring the best out of you. That's love for me. What about you?
Love. When I love someone, I look at it like myself. I literally see myself in you. Like when you mess up, I'm like, that's me messing up. Even though I didn't do it, you did it, but I look at it like that, and I'm not gonna be mad at myself. We're not that different, people. I wish people understood, like, we're not that different. We might have our own little ways of life, but we are not that different. We all have lied and did some stuff and stuff we don't want somebody, or hope we got away with it and stuff like that. Like, we've done something, or we've already thought something that wasn't the most pleasant thing to think. And so, like I said, being able to understand is probably the best way to love. And I actually know it is, because that's what God did. He made himself a man so that you can't say you don't understand when he judges you, because he does understand, because he was a man too. Came down as a man, and y'all killed him. So you think y'all killed him when he came, so he was a perfect person. So you think you're better than that? You think you're not going to go through hardships and stuff like that if you're not even better than that? Come on now. So, and that was to his own people. You think these other people that ain't your people bro, this world is going to be tough, and I'm just going to here to be rocking it with you and understand you, because I do, because I hope you understand me.
Okay, so that's love for you.
Yeah.
All right. Any other questions before we close it out?
One more.
Okay.
If you were, well, you're in your upper age, ain't gonna say it online, but then you get married for 10 years. I'm gonna hit him with the 10 balls, because now 10 got some time behind it. And then your husband dies. Are you gonna remarry again?
I would not say that I wouldn't, but it's not something that I would just say, oh, since he's gone, I'm about to get married again. I feel like it would be a lot of what's that word, that grief that I would have to go through, and I would want to grieve it to a place where I'm able to move on and I'm able to acknowledge, the truth, because I already know that's going to be hard, especially when it's an amazing relationship with the person that I just don't want to let go. It would be hard. And I think of that like, outside looking in, but, like Kobe and his wife. I feel as though like it's just a place where you have to,
or Lauren London, Nipsey.
Yeah, Lauren London and Nipsey as well, where you just have to remember the memories and come to a place in terms that, you know, that was a life that was amazing, that was great, and now it's time to move on and not getting stuck in the past, because that's not what that person will want for you. That's not something that I would want for somebody, you know, that I'm with. Like, if I was to pass away, I won't want my husband to love again, because I know that he's worthy to have that love. It's selfish to hold that from that person.
I mean, it's selfish, but you couldn't do nothing anyway. You dead.
Hey, you could be a ghost.
You dead.
You could be a ghost.
You ain't nothing you gonna do about it anyway. So you got other things on your mind. That's why I really feel like people that's dead, they not even worried about this world. Like they are in a whole different.
That's a whole nother topic.
Yeah, you feel me? So, but yeah, we ain't got too much to say.
But before we close, you know, I just want to ask, and feel free to leave it in the comments below, and don't forget to subscribe and to follow us. But what matters most in a relationship for you? Is it sex compatibility? Is it looks? Is it finance? Or having your stuff together? Or is it just having a great personality? Leave your answer below. We would love to know.
And we will see you again next week. So you have a great night. This is the Take Flight Podcast.
Until next time.
We out.